Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This video I am going to explain about how diesel generator Dgcontroller is working and how the wiring is done in the Dgcontroller. Let's go to the video. See this picture, this is the Dgcontroller. This is the front panel view and this is the back side view. Now we will see what is Dgcontroller. Dgcontroller, it is the diesel generator controller module which is used to run the diesel generator in manual and auto mode operations, and it is also used to monitor the generator and the engine parameters like generator voltages, line voltage and phase voltages, and kilowatt, kVA, all the engine generator parameters. Similarly, like engine parameters, engine speed and engine temperature, coolant temperature, oil pressure, all the engine parameters also we can monitor here. And it is also protect the generator from abnormal conditions. Abnormal conditions like generator, if it is like overload or underspeed or overspeed, low oil pressure, or any electrical fault like short circuit or overcurrent earth fault, the controller will sense and it will trip the generator. And it is also used to control the generator and the main supply. So we can connect our main electricity supply also to monitoring in this using this Dgcontroller. Whenever the main supply is failed, and the Dgcontroller will give the signal to automatically start the diesel generator. Similarly, when the main supply is resumed, it will give the command to shut down the DG automatically. So these things all are done by the Dgcontroller. That's why nowadays the model generator always come up with the Dgcontroller. You can see this picture. This is the Cummins generators, this is the Perkin generators, this is the CAT generators. These all modern generators now, it's fitted with the Dg control panel. See here, all Dgcontroller is fitted here. Based on the generator kVA capacities, the module version will be different. Like average version like 730, 830, different modules are used based on their capacity. But the basic function, if you are seeing, all is same. That is the things we are going to see today. And always this Dgcontroller placed in the front panel. See here, the DG front panel only, this controller module is present. With the help of this controller module, we can start the DG in manual as well as auto mode also. See, this is the Dgcontroller front panel, and now we will see how the Dgcontroller is working. Before working, I will explain these buttons, what are the purpose we are using. This is the display screen. We can see the generator status and all parameter readings we can see from this displays. And these are the arrow will help to navigate the each pages like engine parameters, generator parameters, and setting alarm, event page, all using the help of this arrow key. We can move right and left. And see this here, this button, this is indicate that generator supply, and this button will indicate that the ministry supply. And center it is the load we are connecting. And bottom side you can see some few buttons are there. This red button, it means it is a stop. When we press this red button, generator will be stopped. See this the hand symbol, this is the manual mode. When we want to start the generator in manual mode operation, we need to press this hand button. And see this button, this is used for the testing purpose. If we want to check the Dgcontroller is testing working or not, for that purpose only this testing button will be placed. This is the auto button. Auto or remote mode operation, we need to press this button. Based on the configuration of the Dgcontroller, generator will start automatically based on the program. And this is the buzzer. Whenever the alarm will, any fault will come generator like overspeed, underspeed, low pressure or high temperature, the alarm will make the sound in buzzer. We want to mute that sound, press this buzzer button. And this is the start button. whenever we start in the manual mode, we need to press this green button to start the generator. Now I will explain how we can start the diesel generator in manual mode. For manual mode operation, just turn on the control breaker and press this hand symbol. If you press this hand symbol, display will show generator in manual mode. And manual mode, it should be necessary to press the start button. So manually you need to press this start button, and this ATS will give the command to start the diesel generator. So once the generator will start, after the few seconds, it will close the generator breakers here. That LED will be glow here, this position, after generator start. This is the manual mode operation. Similarly, for auto mode operation, auto mode very simple, just press this auto button, that's enough. The remaining function, everything is controlled by the DeepC controller. Normally this auto function, it is in the two way. One is for the, we need to assign some input terminal, that is the remote input. Whenever the supply available in that remote terminal, generator will work on auto mode. When we remove that remote terminal supply, generator will be shut down as per the program. Another auto mode operation is we can make the generator in scheduled running. Scheduled running means suppose we want to run the generator like 1 week, every days, morning 7 o'clock generator will start, evening 4 o'clock generator will be off. No need from other human interface, it will work automatically. We can do the schedule function through the software. Don't worry, I will make another video how we are giving that remote input and how we can make a remote schedule auto program in the DeepC software. I will make the another video. This is the very basic things we need to understand. Auto function means how it is working. That's it. This is the front panel information. Now we will see the wiring diagram of DeepC controller. This is the backside panel view. This is each terminal will be connected to the diesel generator. Based on this wiring diagram, we will connect to the diesel generator each terminals. Then only DeepC controller will control the generators. Now I will explain each terminal where we have to connect. You can see this picture number 1 to 13. Now first we will see this 1 to 13 where we have to connect in the diesel generator. This left side picture, it's a schematic wiring diagram. This is the panel backside view, terminal pin connections. Number 1, it is connected to the battery negative. See here, this is the battery. It's a normal battery we place it in the generator for a self-starting. The same battery, negative side, we are taking one wire. It's going to connect with the controller, one terminal. Here we need to connect. Similarly, positive terminal will be through the one fuse, 2 ampere fuse. Then it will be going to connect pin number 2. See here, positive, we have to connect here through the fuse. Next, 3. This 3 terminal used for the connecting the emergency push buttons. From the battery positive supply with the fuse control, which is going to connect NC contact of emergency stop push button, then it is going to connect to the terminal number 3. This emergency stop, we know whenever the generator doing some malfunction, we can press this button, generator will be tripped immediately. For tripping, electrical tripping, it giving the input for the terminal 3 through the emergency buttons. You can see this emergency button, it is always placed outside the panel. So whenever the DJ having some malfunction, just we press this button, generator immediately shut down with the help of controller. For that purpose, we are giving input to the controller here, terminal number 3. Then 4, it is going to from the 4 we need to connect one cable to connect to the fuel solenoid system in the diesel generator. Diesel generator, there will be some there will be the fuel solenoid will be there. Whenever the supply will get, the fuel solenoid will allow the fuel pump to run. Whenever the supply is cut, fuel solenoid stop the generator. Also it is called the stop solenoid system. The 4th wiring is going to connect the fuel solenoid, and the 5th wire, 5th terminal, from one wire we need to take, and we're going to connect to the starter solenoid system. So generator starter solenoid, we need to connect here, the fifth terminal. Okay. I told the normal manual operation, whenever we press that manual symbol and start push button, then controller will give the power supply to terminal number 4 and 5. Then 4 will be for the fuel solenoid and 5 will be for the starter motor. So when we press the start button, the fifth terminal will be energized and it will start the TG. Okay. Then terminal number 6. Terminal number 6 only dedicated for the alternator charging. You can see here, this is the alternator or dynamo, we can say. In the diesel generator, it will be 3 terminals are there. One terminal for the ground, another big terminal, it's a B positive, we can say. That terminal we have to connect to the battery positive for charging, and another one terminal D plus, it is going to connect to the 6th pin of the module. And this 6th pin, it will give input to the controller, and controller will sense the alternator is working properly or not. Whenever the alternator fail, it will give the 6th terminal will give signal to the controller to stop the generator. And 7th pin, it's for a dummy, and 8, 9, 10 up to 13, these pins are the auxiliary output pins. We can use for the external purpose. For like a remote start, I already told, we can take one of this terminal like E terminal, pin number 8, we can take the terminal to connect the auxiliary remote terminal input of the Dgcontroller. This concept, remote terminal, remote startup concept, I will explain in another video. So this is the auxiliary output terminal for the external purpose. And see here, terminal number 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 up to 20. This terminal used for the analog auxiliary input terminal, like our sensors, lubile sensor, fuel low level sensor, or coolant temperature sensor. All the analog sensor input will be connected here. From the A terminal 15, this is dedicated for the lubile low pressure. So lubile sensor will be connected here. The input will be connected here, and the negative will be going to connect this 14th pin. Similarly, 16th, that is the B terminal, will be going to connect for the coolant high temperature sensor, and negative is going to connect common to this 14th. And C terminal 17th will going to connect the low fuel tank sensor. So if whenever the fuel tank level is low, it will give the input to the 17, and the negative terminal going to connect to 14. Other than D, E, F, we can use this terminal either for the additional sensor input, or we can use through the software. We can change this auxiliary input signal to the digital input like remote start. So for example, the 18th pin, through the software we can configure user for the remote start input. So whenever the 12 volt supply will receive to the terminal 18, when at the time controller, if it is in the auto mode, then it will work like in the auto function. It will start the generator. Whenever we remove this supply 18, the 12 volt is not available, then controller will stop the generator. That is useful for the remote operation. And the terminal 21, 22, 23, this is for the RPM. It is a speed sensor. Speed sensor having 3 wires, plus, minus, and SCR. We can connect here like this way. And this is ECU, that is a electronic control speed governor system. Suppose if we are using the electronic speed governor, means we can connect the electronic speed governor wiring HEL, SCR, and BA, SCR wiring to this terminal. For normal generator, mostly we are using the magnetic pickup sensor, that is RPM sensor. We can connect here. Either two we can use. And the terminal, then terminal here 30, 31, and 32, 33. This terminal is like a dry contact terminal. Whenever the generator is on, at the time this NO contact will be closed. Whenever generator is off, this NC contact will be closed. So using these two contact, we can connect to the load. We can connect to that generator outgoing closing generator loading breaker and utility loading breaker to electrical interlock. See this picture. This side, this is the generator outgoing breakers, and this side for the ministry supply or electricity board outgoing breakers. With this help of this NO and NC, when the generator supply is on, this NO will be closed. That means 32 and 33 will be closed. For this magnetic contactor auxiliary supply, the phase is taken connected to the terminal 32 and output will taken from 33. It's going to connect A1 terminal of the this generator contact. It means generator, if it is on, then this NO will be closed. So from that positive supply, it gives that auxiliary supply to the magnetic contactor, then magnetic contactor will be closed. Similarly, generator is off, this NC contactor will be closed. We can take the ministry supply positive, it will connected to 30 and output will be taken to connect to the A1 of the magnetic contactor auxiliary coil. Then at the time generator is off, so then through the NC contact it will get the power supply and it will close. This is electrical interlock system through this controller. At the time either one will be active. And terminal number 34, 35, 36 and 37. This is for the line voltage monitoring from the diesel generator. See here, from the diesel generator RYB and neutral will be connected to here. Through 2 ampere fuse for the protection purpose, 2 ampere fuse will be connected to the terminal here. Then it will measure the line voltage and the phase voltages in the module parameters. Similarly, for the ministry supply I told, also we can monitor here. Same RYB supply and neutral will be through the fuse control. We can connect here this terminal. And here this 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. This terminal is used for the CT current measurement. Load current and phase current we can measure here. See the CT connection. 3 phases, 3 CT will be connected. The CT1, CT2 and CT3. These 3 CTs will be connected and it will be going to connect 42, 43, 44. All the S1 terminal going to connected here. All the S2 side we can connected to the single cable and it will be connected to the either 45, 46, 47. These 45, 46, 47, all 3s are common terminal. We can connect either one and the same wire will be going to connect to the earthing. See here, grounding also we can give. These are CT inputs. And here this is the auxiliary input from the diesel generator. When I told this a sensor. Sensor normally having 3 wires. One wire is connected to the input of the module A, B, C, like a labile sensor, fuel sensor, and temperature sensors. Another wire, that NO contact of the sensor. Whenever the sensor is active, that NO will be closed. That NO we need to take and connect it to here terminal A. This terminal A 48 used for the labile pressure NO contact, and similarly this is for the 49 B terminal used for coolant high temperature sensor NO contact and fuel low level sensor NO contact. And one more thing, this all NO contact should be in the negative, not positive 12 volt. So always the sensor module, the NO contact will be the negative output only will be there. So the negative will be connected to A, B, C. A used for the fuel level low pressure oil sensor, and B used for the coolant temperature high sensor, and C used for the low fuel sensor. So these are the terminal pins like that we need to connect to the diesel generator. I hope you will understand the concept. If you have any doubt, no problem, you can write it in the comment box. I will explain it. And in coming days, through the Dgcontroller, complete knowledge you will be get. So I will make this series. So Dgcontroller, how we can download that software, how we can configure basic configuration, and how we can do the remote configuration through the remote signal input source, and also through the schedule function. All the things one by one I will make this series video, so don't miss it. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you will be get that updated video also. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share this video to your friends. And thank you so much for watching this video.